Greetings, operatives. I am Agent Z4, and today we dissect human behavior so you can blend in without unfortunate incidents. Transmission continues from Mars Colony Delta on Sol 2791. Today's analysis addresses a peculiar emotional condition afflicting many humans in this settlement: homesickness, an irrational psychological attachment to specific geographical coordinates on a planet many will never visit again, despite voluntarily relocating to Mars. A decision requiring multiple psychological evaluations and explicit acknowledgement of permanent planetary transition. Approximately 73% of colonists report persistent emotional distress related to their absence from Earth. This contradictory behavior pattern defies logical explanation, yet remains one of the most consistent human psychological traits across my observation period. My first encounter with this phenomenon occurred during the colony's Earth Day commemoration, not the historical environmental observance, but a monthly gathering where humans consume Earth-native food variants, display images of terrestrial landscapes, and often engage in group emotional release. During this event, I observed a senior terraforming engineer, a human who literally reshapes Martian geology, weeping while holding a small container of beach sand through a location called the Pensacola. The emotional attachment extends beyond reasonable parameters. Humans express longing for specific atmospheric conditions that would be objectively harmful on Mars, such as the smell of rain or summer humidity. They romanticize inefficient transportation systems, primitive dwelling structures, and even Earth pathogens. One medical technician confessed to missing catching a cold, a viral infection that decreases productivity and physical comfort. Most baffling is the selective memory demonstrated. Humans who relocated to Mars to escape Earth's environmental degradation, political instability, or resource scarcity will nevertheless express nostalgia for these same conditions. A climate refugee who witnessed her coastal dwelling submerged still displays images of the ocean and speaks fondly of beach days, despite this same geographical feature destroying her previous habitat. Tactical recommendations for field operatives. Develop a plausible homesickness narrative appropriate to your cover identity. Select a specific Earth location and memorize appropriate sensory details to reference with apparent emotional connectivity. Express appropriate nostalgia for Earth conditions that no longer exist or have been significantly altered. Humans often reminisce about historical Earth rather than present conditions. Critical. Never suggest that Mars is superior to Earth in objective measures like atmospheric control, resource allocation, or geological stability. Even when factually accurate, this triggers defensive responses in homesick humans. Participate in colony taste test events with appropriate enthusiasm. When presented with hydroponically grown approximations of Earth produce, express genuine appreciation, but note that it's not quite the same as back home. Maintain a collection of Earth memorabilia in your dwelling unit, physical objects from Earth displayed prominently. The objects themselves are less important than the fabricated memories you attach to them. The psychological mechanism appears to be tied to human identity formation. Despite residing on Mars, many colonists still self-identify as Earthlings temporarily stationed elsewhere rather than embracing Martian identity. They persist in calculating time by Earth standards and maintaining Earth cultural practices that have no practical application in Martian conditions. This attachment creates security vulnerabilities. Humans will compromise established safety protocols to replicate Earth experiences. I documented 8 separate incidents of colonists disabling atmospheric alarms to open viewport shutters during dust storms because they missed seeing the sky. 3 engineering specialists modified their habitat's temperature controls to replicate winter, despite the enormous energy expenditure this required. Most concerning is the intergenerational transmission of this condition. Human offspring born on Mars with no direct Earth experience nevertheless develop homesickness for Earth locations based on parental descriptions. This suggests the condition is cultural rather than experiential, raising questions about humanity's capacity for true interplanetary. Next transmission will examine the peculiar relationship between certain human subgroups and projectile weapons, specifically the cultural phenomenon designated as Americans and their guns. I have received an invitation to participate in a shooting day at the colony's recreational facility, and Command has authorized my attendance for research purposes. The potential information value outweighs the obvious risks of handling explosive-propelled metal projectiles alongside emotionally unstable beings. As always, this is Agent Z4 signing off. Infiltration begins now. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Video shares, memberships, and super thanks help the channel grow as well, so feel free to partner with this channel in that way as we grow. With that all said, thank you again for listening to the story, and thank you for your time. On the left side of your screen are some videos I think you might be interested in. I hope to see you in the next one.